Hi there, you're watching GE13 The Showdown with me, Ann Edwards, on Switch Up TV. Now, the country's richest state is up for grabs again. Selangor, with its almost 2 million voters, some 50.3% of them Malays, 34% Chinese and 14% Indians, also others. Who will they vote for in this coming elections? What is BN's chances to wrest back the state from Pakatan Rakyat, which they lost to in the 2008 general elections? With me to shed some light on this issue is Selangor Barisan Nasional Coordinator, Datuk Seri Mohamed. Welcome, Datuk Seri.
Thank you, Anne.
Oh, sure, right. Okay, Datuk, straight to the point. What's BN's chances here?
Good, fairly very good. We have been learned our lessons well. We have heard what is the grounds and things that was deliberated on the ground, and we already undertook remedy and improve our situation ever since we lost the last election in 2008. And to move forward with that one, we have come up with touch points programs, really evaluating our situation on the ground, and we start to roll out and put our house in order, getting things bundled up. Now we are ready to move forward.
Where's your strength? Is it coming from the Malay voters? Malay urban?
As the statistics show that 50% of the voters is Malay based, 34% is Chinese, and 16% is Indian. So in order for us to come back and govern Selangor, we must touch base with all the Malays and the Chinese and the Indians. So we are not single out a certain race that determining our chances of coming back and rule Selangor.
And you have quite a number here of people between, or voters between 21 to 30 years old, which is about 400,000 of them, yeah?
Almost 860,000 we term it the Generation Y voters.
Right. Okay.
And they are online. They don't depend their information through the print media or other conventional media, and we are engaging them strongly in the online media, what they term as the cyber war. So we put our message across and all that, and things that we have developed and engaging, and it reflects on the grounds that the mood of the young voters are leaning more friendly towards BN now.
So will there be a major turnaround here?
Hopefully. What we are doing here is doing a turnaround exercise.
Right.
Doing a turnaround exercise, a very cardinal principle of turnaround, right? You must accept the wrongdoing that you have done last time, evaluate the whole situation, understand what is the strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and the threat.
Yeah, because
from
the issues in Selangor
from the weaknesses, you start to chart your progress and really touching base with the people. And I think the Selangor being the premier state, and it is right in the epicenter of the Crown Valley. You're talking about Selangor or about Greater Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
And
it is the focus.
Under the current transformations initiative that have been taken by the Prime Minister under the ETP, Economic Transformation Plan, whereby we want to propel this country into a high income, high earnings nation. I think the epic center must happen in Selangor.
Definitely. We have about a minute before we go for commercial break. Very quickly, you recently had a meeting at state level, and this was to discuss strategies to topple Pakatan Rakyat.
Not to topple, to retake. I think ever since we lost the election on 2008, a lot of exercise, especially things about what went wrong and all that, and then we have doing a touch point programs, touch base with all the people, understands what is the needs of the people, everything like that. Especially what we have do a direct engagement with the people of Selangor, and especially the voters, and we have even developed an outfit that we call it PAKA, Pusat Khidmat Rakyat Negeri Selangor, whereby We give our hotline 1300 to 2626. So anybody who wants to file complaint, they can call and directly call the BN Selangor. And that is been having a very good response from the people.
We'll take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Direct engagement with Datuk Seri Mohamed Zain Mohamed Selangor, BN Coordinator. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for staying with us on GE13 The Showdown right here on Switch Up TV. We've been talking to Datuk Seri Mohamed Zain Mohamed, who is Selangor Barisan National Coordinator.
Yes, and
what is your role here, Datuk Seri? Has it been tough?
The name is coordinator, so my job is to coordinate all those things that related to party operational matters, and beside that engaging the NGOs that is BN friendly. And basically I'm here to facilitate the role of the BN Chief of Selangor, who happened to be the Prime Minister.
That's right.
Number one is to consolidate our party machinery, Barisan National, which consists of UMNO, MCA, MIC, PDP.
Has it been tough?
Not really tough. They have been very cooperative so far.
Okay. I hear you're enjoying your job.
Yeah, very much. This is given an opportunity for me to have a direct engagement.
When you say direct engagement, yeah, it's very interesting that you brought that up on Datuk Seri. What are the kind of issues or problems that's been related to you or your people by the voters in Selangor, by the people in Selangor State?
I think the things that reflected on our findings, especially when we launch our call center, the hotlines service center. I think we have received a lot of complaint things that pertaining to the quality of life of people in Selangor. That especially under the preview and the jurisdiction of the local council, namely about not enough water pressure supply. Number two is about garbage collection, and three is flash flood and all that. So this is affected the quality of life of the people in Selangor. And the general complaint, they said, hey, look, we pay tax, assessment fees and all that. We don't expect this kind of services and all that. So the quality of local council services, I think one of the key issues that is highlighted in our call center, besides other things that related to welfare.
And there's also income disparity in the state. That's one serious issue as well.
I think if we recall that Selangor is a transformation state, people who come from other area who migrate and earn a living and start a career in Selangor. Basically, those workforce, they have to be in the city centre or urban centre. And last time they stay in Stinggan. That's what we said, the squatters.
Area.
So we have overcome the squatters by putting up to a low or medium cost apartment. And this low cost and medium apartment need services. They call it a joint management body under the strata, title, everything. So under these common facilities like maintenance of lift, not all people or tenants are willing to pay the management fees, and that's contribute a lot of service breakdown on the lift. And then all these amenities and facilities.
All these issues that you said, which are all mostly bread and butter issues, they're all addressed in your manifesto, which is separate from the main Barisan Nasional
Well,
Manifesto.
you're trying to fish out from me what is the Guna
Definitely,
manifesto. But basically, all our manifesto will incorporate about the what we call it the kesejahteraan rakyat. You know,
That's right.
the quality
Welfare
of life,
of the
welfare and
people.
all that. But what is most important, our manifesto also we incorporate. It is our duty to protect this state to be in the green environment and all that for the sake of the future generation. The second aspect that Selangor being right in the smack of the Klang Valley, or you call it an epic center
Yes.
of the nation. So naturally we want to drive Selangor to be the first high income and high earning state and all that. So in order to do that, we are arguing with the people of Selangor and we are appealing with the people of Selangor that the political equation of Selangor cannot be different and separate from Putrajaya.
It has to be the same.
Yeah, he have to be same because I think even though Selangor is a sovereignty state, but basically it is right in the smack of the Klang Valley. This is the epic center. This is the dynamo of the thing. There is need a lot of federal funding, federal assistance. And I think in order to facilitate all these things, I think the political equation or political master or power base from Putrajaya and in Selangor cannot be inseparable. Like once Kuala Lumpur is also part of Selangor.
Yes.
Putrajaya, it was known to be the Perang Besar, is a part of Selangor. So naturally, Selangor get the benefit because all the first class infrastructure, and that is a capex, capital expenses from the federal government.
Okay, this is really, we need to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for an insight into what's happening actually over down on the ground. Thank you so much, Datuk Seri Mohamed, who is Selangor Barisan Nasional Coordinator.
To enjoy his work here.
Enjoy his work here, and we hope you have enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay.